Welcome to JohnG TV. And on this episode of JohnG TV, we'll be going over the Torcido by Roland. Roland. Yes, Roland. The Torcido by Roland. The finale of the Area Pedos by JohnG. Yo, there's so many sounds you can get out of this. Alright, again, let me cut everything off. All the pedals are off. What you are hearing right now is just straight digitap. Now I'm going to cut on the Torcido. This right here is overdrive or distortion. I typically never cut that all the way up because it just gets out of hand, but I'm usually right around here, you know, cut up a little bit. Around there, but over here it just gets wild. Again, with the dry wet, if you want to go crazy with it, just dial in the amount that you need. So I can stop right there. Right before it gets, you know, crazy. That's off. And dial in, because right now it's turned up. I want to dial in just a little bit of that. There it is. Now if I keep going, it's going to go in. All wet. Talk about something else too. I don't think I really iterated, but these marks on here, yo, these marks are, I find these to be very, very key and important, because you can take a look down and kind of get a gauge as to where you at on a particular point. So in performance, or if you're trying to dial in a sound, you can see, okay, I'm at this particular notch, versus if it was just blank, you would just be, you know, guessing. So shouts out to Roland, hats off to you. This is these marks are, I find it to be very, very important for me in terms of going back and forth. They're very key. Small, but very, very key. So thank you, Roland. Yeah, that was real crazy. Plus I had the low boost on too. So this is the tone. When the tone is coming through at the very bottom like this, or all to the left, that low end is basically like a filter, because it's the tone is the low end. You really can't hear the hi-hats right now. But when I move to the right, the filter will kind of allow those mid-range and highs to come in, but then you lose the low end. So let's listen. See, I didn't even know that clap was there. The snare, like down here, you don't even hear it. Okay, you hear the clap, but I don't hear that snare. When I cut it all up on the high, see, now I can hear the snare and the clap, but the bottom is all the way gone. This is how I like to get my sound. When I'm cutting up the tone to get more of the high end, then you cut the low boost on to help bring that low end back up. Again, another great matrix for sound designing. A low end boost. This tube is like, let me get it so we can hear something. Okay, I was trying to figure out, because I thought that the tube was actually working when the low boost was off. I still feel like it does, but the sound is, I'm trying to explain that sound to you. It's I don't know if it's trying to emulate the tube amp or whatever, but it does change, and it's hard to, I know it's not going to capture it on this recording, but there's a slight change in sound. Yeah, I'm trying to explain what this knob is doing. It's like, man, the sound difference is so subtle, but it's like it's almost like it's making it smooth, like more buttery. I think the drums coming through is not the best way to display that. I probably need just a solid tone. Okay, now you hear that? There you go. Thank you. I was racking my brain here trying to figure out how to show you all this. Okay, so To the left is more buttery, and then as you cut it up, it's almost like it's a volume plus a slight amp, maybe. So maybe that's the tube. So you hear that? I don't know if y'all can catch that. So when it's down, that sounds aggressive. When I cut it up, so it's like a volume plus like a slight filter. But I guess that's that amp, the amp sound. I love that. I'm glad I'm so glad I figured out how to show y'all that. So yeah, this, I don't know, man. It's like a depending on what's coming through, because as you heard, it was some points where this was like gave it more aggression. Then when I cut it up, it made it softer. But then there were times when I feel like this gave it some crunch. I don't know. This is it's like a volume amp going on here on this low boost, plus some tone issues. The tone actually gets will affect the tone a little bit, along with your distortion. Where you got the pedal here and then where you have it here, well, everything affects the sound. Every point that you turn, any one of these matrix or any one of these knobs will change the tone of that audio signal. So again, you know, these, well, initially, these, like I said, these two were the ones that I thought was going to be the Scooper and the Demora. I thought was going to be the ones that I wanted, and I kind of wrote these two off. However, now the two that I was going to write off, yeah, these are the two that I would say, man, you got to get these two, the Bitraiser and the Torcido with the Scooper. I mean, if there had to be a weakest link, if there just had to be one and I had to choose, I would probably cut the Demora hand off. I mean, I probably would. I would have to cut that finger off. Although, yeah, I mean, I like all four of these, but if I had to choose one to par with, it will probably be that one. But yeah, these two and the Scooper, and actually the Scooper, I was starting to look at it like a stepchild, because I'm like, man, all you do is scoop. That's all you can do. But that Scooper got the filter, it got the pitch. The Bitraiser got the pitch, the resonant. The Torcido has your tone, the overdrive, or what they call distortion rather, with the low boost, and also your bypass. So just like all the other pedals, you have a matrix. And in this matrix, you can... In this matrix, you can, you have a software side that you can affect your sound with software. And again, for anybody that's looking to go modular, I would say this is a good way to go, because you can start playing, you can have fun today, and then when you're ready to buy your actual case and all of that, you know, you got, because everything else that's modular, to my understanding, if you know, you can't play with it. If you buy it, you just buying it, especially if you haven't already bought your case and everything, because it's all Eurorack power. Well, this has Eurorack and regular DC power, so you will be able to use it right now today, and then when you're ready down the future, next year, 2 years from now, when you got your case built, boom, you got something to put in there. So I would definitely recommend y'all at least taking another look at this. Maybe you rolled it off, maybe you said and whatever. I suggest you take another look at all of these, and if you can, get all four. If you don't need all four, if you know who you are, and you know, I don't need this, I'm not going to use that, cool. Then definitely get the one that you think you need. However, I believe that you'll have fun with all of these. If I had to pick the weakest link, I would probably lean towards the Demora on some dry snitching, like him right there. I ain't say nothing. It wasn't me though. I ain't say it. I'm just saying, somebody, if I had to choose, it would just, I'm just saying, I ain't gonna say which one per se, but if I had to choose, you know what I'm saying, like, but I don't want to dry snitching them, but I'm just saying, like, right, you know what I'm saying, like, if I had to pick a weakest link, I ain't say nothing. Yeah, so this concluded Torcido overview. This is definitely a dope pedal, and dare I say, an analog heat alternative. I know y'all gonna kill me in the comments. I might get all kind of thumbs down for saying something against the almighty Electron. All the Electron heads gonna no, hell no, the JohnG TV, hell no, the JohnG TV. Look, I'm killing the campaign right now. Dead it. I just said alternative. I didn't say it was better than. I'm just saying, everybody ain't got that $700 to just be spending on something that all it do is manipulate sound. And it's an audio card, and it's a filter with a bunch of filters on it, with an equalizer and a bunch of distortion circuit pedals. I'm just saying, you know, hey, and it's an audio card with overbridge, what I say? No, I ain't say nothing. LFOs, nothing. I ain't say nothing. So yeah, Torcido. I love this pedal. The Bit Razor, the Demora, the Scooper, the whole line. As far as I'm concerned, it's a winner chicken dinner. Go out and cop it. Check it out. You really can't go wrong. I am JohnG. This is JohnG TV. Fade to black.